Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage is brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage. Good evening and welcome into the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as we begin the Class 4A North Regional Volleyball Tournament on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. Our on-site producers, John Alderton. Camera crew tonight is Colton Musgrove and Ethan Elliott. And back at the studio is Kyler High. Tonight it's a matchup between the 4th-seeded Martinsburg Bulldogs and the 5th-seeded Spring Mills Cardinals. Our pregame show is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or give them a call at 304-263-4343. Pregame show also brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call them at 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Dylan, it's two opponents that we are familiar with here in the North region, getting the 4 and the 5 seed out of the 10-team double elimination bracket. It was Martinsburg getting the regular season sweep over Spring Mills.
It was, and Spring Mills was competitive through both those matches against Martinsburg, so we'll see if they have anything they can build on here tonight. We didn't see an ISA Villa out there with Martinsburg, although we did see her on senior night, so it looks like, yeah, as I see the team breaking the huddle over there on the other side, it does look like they're without her tonight. But that hasn't really been an issue for Martinsburg. They have been really good whether or not Villa is in the lineup one way or the other. And yet it was at the start of the year at Spring Mills that Martinsburg was able to get a 3-1 victory. And then Spring Mills came here and was swept 3-0 on September 23rd. So we'll see what happens here tonight. I think that these teams have shown a lot of talent, both sides. Spring Mills competitive with the likes of Musselman, Martinsburg, putting up a solid fight against Hedgesville. So I think these teams are pretty fairly ranked and rated in this bracket of the Class 4A playoffs. 4 and 5. Winner gets to take on the winner of Well, I guess this is all being played today, Colin, where
Yes.
Wheeling Park and Washington, I assume, are playing
At Hedgesville.
At Hedgesville.
Yep.
Winner then goes and plays Hedgesville.
Yes.
And then the winner of that three-way over there at Hedgesville will take on the winner of tonight's match on November 3rd. And you assume that'll be Hedgesville, but I think that no matter what, either way, we're going to get a good match tonight.
Yeah, it's a double elimination tournament. 10 teams in the North region, so the 1 and 2 seeds both received a bye in the first round, but still both in action tonight, as you just heard Dylan kind of describe the left side of this North region double elimination. Over on the right side tonight, it's Jefferson taking on Preston. That match at Morgantown, who's the 2 seed, so the winner of Jefferson-Preston will then immediately play Morgantown tonight, and the winner of that advances to Monday night's winner side of the bracket against Musselman or University, as those 2 teams doing battle tonight as well. So it'll be fun to see who moves on, as out of these 10 in the North, 4 advance to states. Let's step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Let's now hear from both teams' head coaches here before the match. First joined by the head coach of Martinsburg Volleyball, Carrie Anderson. Coach, regular season coming to an end. How do you guys feel heading into the postseason?
I think that we're going in confident. The girls have really worked hard to build that confidence together. And, I think if we just put everything together that we've been working so hard to do, I think we're going to be just fine.
Energy this week as well, kind of just because of the regular season coming to an end a little while ago. How did you guys kind of continue on to stay in that correct mindset?
We've been having fun in practice. We've been doing things that I know that they enjoy to do, but we've also been working really hard on different skills that we needed to focus on. So just incorporating that fun into practice, but still getting what we need done, I think is what really has helped them stay focused.
So here in the North, you guys get seated against a team also within the Panhandle and Spring Mill, so there's a lot of familiarity now between you guys. You swept them in the regular season. What are you hoping to accomplish here tonight to make it a third win against the Cardinals?
I'm hoping that the girls, we've been watching film, we've been doing everything that we've done, seeing what we did to win. So hoping they take what we watched and what we know and put that into tonight and not get too cocky and not get too confident, because at the end of the day, Spring Mills is also a very good team, and we've barely beaten them, so they have to make sure they have the correct mindset and that they're going in strong.
For you, it's first season as a head coach as well. Just from the start of the season until now, what are some things that you've been able to learn along the way?
There's been a couple of adjustments that I've had to make. Not all athletes react the same way as others, but that's been a real learning curve for me. But I think we're finally starting to learn each other in the best way to get them at their highest potential.
What's your message going to be for your team here tonight heading into the match?
Confidence, not cocky.
Anything else?
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm now joined by Sam Junkin, head coach for Spring Mills. Coach, regular season comes to an end. How do you feeling about how it went?
Pretty good. We got, I think, a 19-10-1 record there. Pretty solid. I think we're definitely playing better volleyball at the end of the season than we were at the beginning. So I think it's a trend and pattern that we like to see. Where the whole point of this is to play our best volleyball in the playoffs, and that's what we're here to do.
It's obviously good to hear, but there has been kind of a lengthy time off from the regular season coming to an end up until now, where the postseason begins here tonight. How do you make sure that energy level, though, does make its way over from the end of the season to tonight?
We had a scheduled game after our last conference game, so we've already played one since then with Maryland. Williamsport had a really good showing. They're tough. They're a good team. Allowed us to try a couple different things. So, yeah, I don't feel like it's been a long gap for us at all.
All right, you guys head in here tonight. It's against Martinsburg, so the 4v5 seed matchup here in the region, the way it's shaped up. So there's obviously a lot of familiarity here tonight. What are your initial thoughts heading into this one?
Same as our always, right? It's really we're our biggest enemy in times of unforced errors. If we come in here and play clean ball and keep those unforced errors down, we do really well. And I like the way we've done in practice. I think we're in the right mindset right now, and we're looking forward to playing some good volleyball.
Where do you feel like those kind of self-inflicted errors really come from for you guys?
It kind of all starts with serve, receive, passing. If we're bringing up a couple of our passers from JV just in case we need them here. So just if someone struggles, we know we have somebody behind them. If we get in system, our opponents have a rough time typically for dealing with us. So that's what we're going to try to do is high and off the net, stay in system, and let's just play good volleyball.
Anything else, Coach?
That's it.
Thank you. There you go. That was our coaches' interviews. Appreciate Coach Anderson and Coach Junkin for their time earlier, as both teams now being introduced here. We'll step aside and take another 2-minute break, and then on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll introduce you to both teams ourselves, and then it'll be time for the match to begin as we begin the postseason tonight in the North region of 4A between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be right back in 2 short minutes.
Beck and Metsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
You feel that in the air? The precision passes of expletives thrown from a jersey-clad warrior to his TV, his dog, or anyone that'll listen. It's time for tailgating and showing off those parking lot picnics. Just remember, when you come out of the fourth quarter to 5 new dents, remember Cody's Auto Body is your MVP. I can erase those dents, just not the memory of your team's awful record. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
We welcome you back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Let's now introduce you to both teams. First, the visiting Spring Mills Cardinals in the blue uniforms tonight in the left side of the court. It's number 1, Ava Kithcart, number 2, Marley Hull, number 3 is Mallory Schlosser, number 4 is Ella Streit, number 5 is Maddie Jones, number 6 is Corinna Ramkaren, number 7 is Ariana Bolden, number 8 is Gabby Malat, number 9 is Avery Ward, number 10 is Brooke Everhart, number 11 is McKenna Mullen, number 12 is Lexi Stevens, number 13 Sasha Connor, number 14 Olivia Spurgeon, and number 15 is Irene Ofwegbu. Now for Martinsburg on the right side of the floor in the white uniforms, it's number 1, Sadeja Bourget, number 2, Gracie Widmeyer, number 3 is Yaya Teasley, number 6 is Ariana Knoll, number 7 is Abby Rupenthal, number 9 is DM Bajent, number 10 is Ellie Palmer, number 13 Sophia Ray, number 17 is Emma Bass, number 22 is Katie Zittel, number 23 Anayase Villa, not in uniform here tonight, still out due to injury. Number 27 is Jaden Hall. Number 30 is Aviana King. And lastly, it's number 34, Peyton McMillan. Set number 1 is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, they'll deliver to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at FordHagerstown.com. Set 1 also brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zurich Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit www.lawpbm.com. It looks like Spring Mills will be serving first. Ball's up, and we begin. It's Palmer from the outside, and she gets the first point for the Bulldogs of the night.
And that's what a lot of this season has looked like for Ellie Palmer. As a freshman, she has stepped up into the role left by Anayase Villa during her injury that obviously she must still be dealing with since she's not playing here tonight. And she has been fantastic.
And here's the serve across, and now it's Spring Mills tying us up at 1 apiece.
Spring Mills is a veteran group on the other side compared to the youth of Martinsburg. That hasn't mattered in their 2 matchups yet, but playoff time, you never know what could be different.
Serves across. Zittel setting up Bass, who just has to slap it across, and Connor now across here. Back and forth we go to begin. And this spike from Bass goes into the net. Now it's 2-1 Spring Mills.
See which side looks a little rustier to start off. Martinsburg, like we said, is the younger side. Let's see if there's any jitters here to start the playoffs.
A free ball sent across. See if Spring Mills can capitalize. Bajan blocks it, now sends it back long into the corner, and we're tied at 2.
Great play there from DM Bajan. The double block, I guess if you want to call it, sending back the hit from Lexi Stevens. That's not easy to do. Stevens at 6'2".
2-2 here in the first set. Let's see if Spring Mills can bring it back. It's Mullen on the outside right to Zittel. There's the setup for Ray. And it's a point for Spring Mills. They now lead at 3-2.
Just barely landed in. Martinsburg, the last second, thought maybe they could just let that one go. It was right on the line.
Schlosser back to serve. It's a cross. Palmer, Zittel for Ray. And we're tied at 3 as the team's starting to trade blows here early on.
Well, that time Martinsburg serve receive was spot on. First contact made it easy on Zittel to have a good set for Ray.
Bajent now serves, and it's an ace. It looked like it was going to go long, and then at the last second just dropped right on the line on the backside. It's 4-3 Bulldogs.
We're about as far away from that spot as you can be in the gym, but I was not expecting it to get called in.
Bajent now serving again. It's short. Connor's underneath it. Now it's set up, and a beautiful kill that time by Mullen. It's 4-4.
I think that was just a hit so good that those players on the back line, I think Bajent and Ray for Martinsburg, I don't think they were expecting to have to deal with that one.
This serve short, so the point given to Martinsburg, who now leads 5-4.
And McKenna Mullen has been one of the most impressive players in the Panhandle. Only a junior, back again next year. And I think I'd previously said she's probably a top 3 player in the Panhandle.
This one goes up into the rafters. Can the free ball get across? It just barely does. Now Martinsburg on the attack. Ray just barely gets that across. A tough angle for her, and now a tough angle for Spring Mills with the across shot. They switch the attack over to McMillan now. Great dig by the freshman Palmer, and a free ball now sent. Here's Mullen again. Whistle blows, stopping play is somebody in the net from Martinsburg. So we're now tied at 5.
Cardinals right to feed Mullen when she's on that left side. Spring Mills, I feel like, has the best player in this match. Volleyball is a sport where that matters less than others, and as Mullen puts one into the net.
So now it's 6-5 Martinsburg. It's Ray back to serve now. Is it going to be an ace? It is, as Spring Mills can't hit it across in 3. Now we have the largest lead of the evening, 7-5.
Spring Mills couldn't quite do anything with that one.
Ray to serve again. And this time it's short into the net. Point Spring Mills, making it 7-6.
That one dropped off the table, I think, a little sooner than Ray wanted it to. Didn't quite put enough air under it, I guess. And it's Teasley at the net. If it's not Bajan, it's Teasley. And of course, one checks on, the other comes in. Or one checks off, the other comes in.
Now it's 8-6. Connor with a really tough angle. Just gets it across. Now a dump in 2, trying to catch the Spring Mills defense off guard. Bajent with the block. Gets away with being under the net.
I thought
so. We play on. Palmer hits it across. Spring Mills on the attack. It's Connor again. Straight across. King backing up the block, and now a free ball. Bajent blocks Stevens once again. It's 9-6 Martinsburg.
Well, that time the set was just off, and it went basically at the net to where Bajent could go and take it from her.
Serves across. Here's Connor off block, and she gets the tool from Bajent and McMillan, making it 9-7.
There's your other go-to player for Spring Mills, Sasha Connor, the senior who has been a member of this team, playing on the varsity level since being a freshman.
Ray with a tough one. Rupenthal puts it back into play, and now a free ball sent across. Connor hits it out. Spring Mills trying to say it was touched. Does not look like they're going to get the appeal.
Couldn't tell.
So it's 10-7 Martinsburg as Zittel comes back out off the bench to serve.
I think Connor jumped a little early at that one and didn't get the swing on it she wanted to as a result.
And her serve short. A mistake, making it 10-8.
Both teams look a little off to start out, which is not surprising. First set of the playoffs.
And I believe both have had a week off. It's that third hit across by Ray into the net. It's now 10-9. Back-to-back mistakes by the Bulldogs make it a 1-point deficit now for Spring Mills.
That huge lack of communication on that one. The players were right next to each other.
And another mistake as Palmer hits it out. And we're tied at 10.
And Martinsburg, all three of these last points have just been self-enforced errors. The Spring Mills has gotten themselves a free 3-point streak to get this tied back up.
Another free ball sent over. Mullen right on the line, and it's called in. Point Spring Mills, and they take the lead at 11-10. They're on a 4-point run.
And feeding Mullen again on the left side. Big time run for the Cardinals.
Left side, the strong side right now. But that serves out. That stops the run.
Martinsburg needed that. They looked like they were in a funk. See if getting the serve back on their side can help them out.
Serves across. It's an ace. I was about to say almost an ace, and then nobody followed the first touch to Schlosser, so I kind of had to change my words while my brain was still processing what was going on. Almost sounded like I was getting ready to meditate. 12-11 now, Martinsburg. That off block, and now off the divider. Wow. I thought that would stop play, but I guess not here tonight.
I thought so too.
It's a point for Martinsburg, 13-11. I guess since it's down the middle, they say that it's not the other side, so play continued.
Oh, nobody ready for the set that time. The back set caught her teammates by surprise.
And it's another point as Ray with the kill, and just like that, it's now 14-11.
We're back in the groove. When these teams have played so far this year, 6 sets to Martinsburg, 1 set to Spring Mills. I think if Martinsburg cuts down on their own mistakes, they'll be able to have success.
Mullen nearly got the kill, but it's dug out from the backside by Palmer. Here's Mullen again, and this time it goes off the chest of Palmer, and Mullen wins the battle, making it 14-12.
I think Spring Mills, when they play in EPAC play, if they're not going up against Hedgesville, they have the best player on the court. Mullen has just been that good. And if they don't help their own cause and get a serve into the net.
15-12 now. It's Bajan back to serve. And that's Mullen again. They continue just to feed that left side.
So Bajan has some tape on her right hand. And she looked a little hesitant to try to go for that dig with the right hand. I don't know if I'm just imagining that based on her angle.
At an overpass, and now it's Palmer. Here's Ray off block. Schlosser. Now the set by Bolden. Mullen off the hands of Palmer. Point Spring Mills, and it's 15-14.
Another great play from Mullen. Carrying the Cardinals, it feels like.
Add into the net by Ray. We're now tied at 15.
pretty back and forth. But it does feel like Martinsburg is making a lot more mistakes.
Well, there's a mistake by Spring Mills.
But yeah, Spring Mills has been sending a lot of serves into the net. That's what's really been the thing on their side. If Spring Mills can get the serves right, and Martinsburg continues to make their own mistakes, then I think that's how the Cardinals can get by in this one.
Now another Spring Mills mistake. They get called with a rotation violation. So now it's 17-15.
Well, geez, once you get past the serve, that's where Spring Mills has been making all their mistakes, it feels like.
I don't know if we've seen many of those called at the varsity level this year.
Not really.
Serve across Connor. Bolden back across by Connor. Goes off the net. King and McMillan, who has to send a free ball. Great job by King keeping that alive off net. But it doesn't matter. It's from the middle. It's Spurgeon with the kill. Now it's 17-16.
The great change up on the set there, not going to Mullen again or Connor on the left side. Instead going to the middle, where you're not expecting a whole lot of sets to the middle when it's not Stevens there, but great job by Spurgeon.
Serve across, it's low. Rubenthal, though, able to get it. Now, just mistiming it is McMillan, who was landing while the ball was at its point in the air, so we're tied at 17.
Great serve, which led to bad first contact, which threw off the set, which threw off the attempt at the spike.
That goes just off the net. It's an ace for the Cardinals, and they have an 18-17 lead.
And Mullen's playing out of her mind in this set. The serves, the kills at the net, she's been great.
And again, it goes right off the tape. Back-to-back aces. And she just laughs. Now a timeout called by Martinsburg and Coach Anderson at 19-17 Spring Mills here in the first set. Let's take a 30-second break with them. Then we'll be right back with more West Virginia High School volleyball on TV 10. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 19-17 out of the timeout. Martinsburg scrambling to get it across, and they do. Now resetting defensively as Connor off block right to Rubenthal. A free ball sent now. Cardinals looking to capitalize on that. They feed Sasha Connor again, but her hit goes into the net. Now it's 19-18.
If Martinsburg can get on track for what they want to do, they can come back and they can win this set, as impressive as Spring Mills has been.
Teasley blocks that one. We're tied at 19.
There you go, tied right back up, just like that.
What a hit across by Mullen again as she continues to bring the power, but it's Palmer on the other side, more with kind of a finessed look, making it 20-19. Martinsburg out of the timeout takes the lead.
They made that one too easy for Palmer. Spring Mills, they got way too pulled up on the back end. Left a lot of room for her to hit that one.
Here's Ray, and it's long. We're now knotted up at 20 here in the first set. A lot of serve-receive mistakes here in this first set. More so on the Martinsburg side.
Yeah.
Hits across. King setting up McMillan. Goes off the hands of Mullen. Now Spurgeon back up. Mullen across right to Ray. King dumping it in two, trying to catch Spring Mills off guard, but tall Stevens is there, and this time it's Teasley blocked by Stevens, and it's sent right back to Rupenthal. And Spring Mills now has a 21-20 lead.
Teasley's used to being able to do whatever she wants when she's at the net like that with a set to her. She's not used to having a 6'2" Lexi Stevens right in her face.
This time they give it to Palmer. It's off Bolden now. And that's going to go in the rafters, and it bounces the ball away from where Mullen wanted it to be. So now we're tied at 21.
The pass just too high, and it went up. You got to account for the roof.
Abby Rupenthal ready to serve. It's a cross. Here comes Sasha Connor. Goes right to King. Now it's Ray with a backline attack. Middle attack off block from Bajents. It's a point for Spring Mills. Lexi Stevens makes it 22-21. So we have some subs checking in now for the Cardinals. Ofuegbu up front. Now Gabby Millett also checking in, and she has the ball. Our serve across to Palmer. King setting up Palmer, and I think there was some miscommunication there, so she has to send a short free ball. So Fuegbu blocked by Bajent. Now it's Mullen. And that's an overpass, and nobody there for Martinsburg. It hits the antenna anyway. Now it's 23-21.
The Bulldogs continue to just look a little out of sorts.
And they're going to use another timeout, the final timeout for Martinsburg in the first set. We'll take a 30-second break with them, and we'll be back with more here on TV 10.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
We welcome you back here live inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse in the first set of this playoff match, and out of the timeout, it's a long serve out of play by Malott, making it 23-22. So now the serve in the hands of Katie Zittel for Martinsburg, who needs a run here.
For Martinsburg, you couldn't ask for better.
Serves across. Here's Connor. And it's in. Point Cardinals. And now it's a set point opportunity here in the first for Spring Mills at 24-22.
It's just been a cleaner set for the Cardinals. Once they've gotten past the issues of hitting the serve over the net or receiving the serve, they haven't made a whole lot of mistakes.
Ray. Middle for Bajent. And she gets the kill, making it 24-23. And now you're here in a crucial part of this match, where if the point goes to Spring Mills, they take the first set. If Martinsburg's able to get it, they force a win by 2 scenario.
And freshman to serve.
Palmer serve. Almost looks short. It just barely gets across. Here's Mullen off block. She gets the kill, and Spring Mills takes the first set here tonight, 25-23 over Martinsburg. Step aside. We'll take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with more here on TV 10 after this.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance. From oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections, they handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you back here inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 25-23, Spring Mills takes the first set over Martinsburg as we now head to set number 2. Brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Set 2 also brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Colin McLaughlin here, alongside me Dylan Bishop, John Alderton's our on-site producer, Ethan Elliott and Colton Musgroves. Our camera crew, and back in the studio is Kyler High. Good start for Spring Mills here in this 4-5 seed matchup, with the winner taking on the winner of Hedgesville and Wheeling Park or Washington here in the North Regional Tournament in Class 4A.
Spring Mills has already matched the best that they've done against Martinsburg so far this year, winning a set, and already better than what they did the last time that they were here in the regular season matchup here between these two teams when Spring Mills got swept. Now, it was a competitive sweep. Not every set was a blowout. Spring Mills came close to not being swept in that one. But I do think Martinsburg can turn the momentum around if they clean up the mistakes.
Serves across. And that off block, and it's a point for Spring Mills to take a 1-0 lead here in the second set.
Cardinals look motivated, though. I can keep saying that, but at this point, the Spring Mills has shown that they can win a set. If you can do it once, you can do it twice, you can do it 3 times.
Well, the serve, shanked, and it's 1-1.
Again, as we say, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is probably going to win. And they get another
serve error.
Yep.
And it's now 2-1 Spring Mills.
Like you said, Colin, it's been about a week since either side has played. You throw the playoff atmosphere into things. Teams.
Bajan blocked by Spurgeon. It's now 3-1 Spring Mills.
Teams can be a little off, and Martinsburg right now looks a little off. We know how young they are. A lot of freshmen and sophomores playing in big spots versus a Spring Mills team that has players that have been here before.
You, though,
More
still
players.
have those 5 seniors. It's
Yeah.
Ray, though, one of the sophomores with the kill. That makes it 3-2.
Right, it is a big senior class for Martinsburg, 5 of them. Key players as well.
Got some Martinsburg students here ready for Halloween, as it's another serve error as that one short into the net. It's 4-2. And that just continues to kill Martinsburg here tonight, shooting them in the foot.
Cardinals got to keep the heat on. You're in the driver's seat now. Keep it up. You know how Martinsburg can be. And this is double elimination. So there isn't, maybe on this first day, the same sense of urgency from every team.
That just tapped across. Here's Mullen, off block. Zittel, just barely off the net. Teasley across now. And that is out, it looks like.
No
Point
contact.
for Martinsburg. It's now 4-3. King. It's hit across, and it's an ace for Martinsburg. We're now tied at 4.
You're not going to be able to count out Martinsburg at any point in this. Even if Spring Mills takes this set, even if Spring Mills gets up big in this set, Bulldogs have been too talented and had too good of stretches.
Ray, Rubenthal, and now Teasley sends a free ball. That's blocked.
Out, though.
But it's out. Point Spring Mills. It's now 5-4.
It was Marley Hull that got that one, a sophomore that I don't think we've seen too much of when we've seen Spring Mills.
It kind of knuckles across. Rubenthal, they're ready for it. Ray with a solid swing. Now the ball up into the rafters. Here comes Connor. Blocked. And this time it's in.
It feels like both teams look a little more comfortable now. You can notice it a little more on the Martinsburg side.
And that's off block, and it's Connor with a point. Spring Mills takes the lead back.
Spring Mills has gotten way too many points off of the tool on that left side. Martinsburg's got to get the block there earlier.
Nice serve. Rubenthal, King, Palmer, just past the block, right to Mullen, and then it goes off the roof and shoots its way right back down like a missile, and it's 6-6. And that's a kill for Martinsburg. Now they lead at 7-6.
I see the appeal of beach volleyball now when there's not a roof for all these digs to go off of.
Ray hits it across. And now it's Connor tying this up at 7.
And now this feels more like good quality volleyball compared to the first set. As you have the Spring Mills bench doing the worm over there. I think that was Avery Ward.
Yeah, I've been seeing him do that here and there this evening.
First set, it felt like it was close and back and forth because neither team could get into a rhythm. Now it just feels like both sides are playing really well, and these are evenly matched teams.
That one
barely out.
Just out, 8-7 Spring Mills. And that serve way out. It's now 8-8. That just hits the net, comes across. Here's Connor now for Spring Mills, and that directly into the net. Martinsburg now leads at 9-8. Neither side has truly taken control of this match.
I was about to ask if we've even had a 2-point lead in this set.
In this set, I think.
Very early. It's been a while. Oh, there you go, right there.
There you go. Makes it 10-8.
Martinsburg was the one to separate themselves. It was 10-7 at this point last set. And then that's when Spring Mills got 3 points handed to them by Martinsburg on mistakes.
At nearly an ace. Now an overpass, and Bajent capitalizes. And the serve's short. Zittel puts that into the net. Makes it 11-9.
Neither side can truly get into a rhythm with the serves. Oh,
almost an ace. We'll see if they can get a free ball across, and with all her might, Sophia Ray does. And with all her might, Mullen trying to take a chunk out of the gym. It's now 11-10.
Okay, it's not just Ward doing the worm, I see. Who is that? That's Maddie Jones.
I think it was
and
Marley Hall, maybe?
And Ram Corinne.
Gotcha. Palmer across. Spring Mills with some strong defense. And off the net. Diving for it is Bajent. She can't get there. Now we're tied at 11.
So again, around the same point in the set, Martinsburg gets up by a couple points. Spring Mills responds. This time it wasn't as much of Martinsburg's mistakes. Again, both teams getting a little better in that department, but we're still very evenly matched.
Bass hitting it off. And it's another point for Spring Mills. They now lead it at 12-11. It's a point now for Martinsburg. It's 12-all.
Never went over. I should say the block stayed on the Spring Mills side. That's the right way to put it.
And that's a kill for Spring Mills, making it 13-12. Across. Martinsburg trying to tie us up from the back line, and they do. Ellie Palmer just gets it in.
Nice hit from Palmer. Been a little quiet so far in this one, but still making some nice plays like that one there. Ariana Knoll checking in. The JV libero, who hasn't seen a whole lot of varsity action.
And it's an ace. Martinsburg now leads at 14-13.
Great serve. I guess that's why they threw her in the rotation here. Only a sophomore again. It's the underclassman doing the work.
But it's a point right back to Spring Mills. We're tied at 14.
Just doesn't feel like there's many moments on the Spring Mills side where a pass is off the mark. They've done a very good job on that side.
Serves across. It's an overpass, and now it hits the antenna. And it's a point for Spring Mills. We're tied at 14.
And meanwhile, Martinsburg, that's actually 15-14.
Oh, 15-14, sorry.
Meanwhile, yeah, Martinsburg's doing a lot of the same.
Now it's 15-all.
Another serve in the net. Spring Mills, if they could cut those out, they might be cruising at this point.
Right off block. Rubenthal's there. King for Teasley. She puts it right in the middle of Spring Mills and makes it 16-15 Bulldogs.
So without Stevens in there in the middle, makes it a lot easier for Teasley to do what she usually does if she's set up like that.
That just softly hit across. And it's another point for Martinsburg. They now lead at 17-15.
Really the first chance of either set late in them for Martinsburg to pull away and try to get one on their side.
And it's now another ace for Martinsburg, making it 18-15.
King has been great all season on these serves, for just a freshman especially.
King with another serve across. It goes right to Schlosser. Bolden now from Mullen off block, and it's a point for Spring Mills. Another point for Martinsburg. 19-16 now here in the second set. It's an ace as that hit across is out of play.
Now here comes Spring Mills.
20-16.
Spiraling a little bit.
Surprised there's no timeout.
Running out of time. Yeah, there's been no timeouts on either side in this set yet. That would have definitely been a good time.
That off tape. Now it's Mullen from the back line.
Ooh, wow.
Martinsburg was calling, thinking it was out. They get fooled. It's in. It's 20-17.
You would think a hit from all the way over there, going in that direction of that part of the court, all the way over there, would go out. It's so tough to fit that in still on the right side of the line. Really impressive.
Palmer through the block and just getting it in right in front of Coach Junkin. 21-17 now, Martinsburg.
Four points left, 4 points to go.
And here's that timeout. Spring Mills using its first of the second set. We'll take a 30-second break with them, then be back with more here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
We welcome you back here at the second set. It was Spring Mills that took the first set, 25-23 over Martinsburg. Martinsburg now trying to even us up at one set apiece, leading this second set 21-17 here in the best-of-5 playoff matchup. Serves across. Spring Mills on the attack. It's Connor over the block, diving for it, Ray, but she can't make the acrobatic play. It's 21-18.
Perfect response out of the timeout by the Cardinals. Now they have some work to do.
Wow, and that is a point for Martinsburg.
And you get the block, but it still has to stay in. And it didn't that time. Point went up on the wrong team on the scoreboard, but it's 22-18.
at off the block, and now just off the antenna, point Spring Mills. It's a cross. Rubenthal, Zittel, behind it. Palmer hitting it across. Ofwegbu has it blocked, and now Palmer whacks the official. It's a point for Spring Mills.
Ofwegbu only just barely got that one over the net.
It's 22-20 now. That looked like good timing, but good defense as well on the other side as Mullen now off block. Bajent backing it up while Zittel dives for it. Here's Palmer over the block, and no pancake that time as Sasha Connor tried to get it. And it's 23-20 Martinsburg.
Great feel for the court. Perfect placement by Palmer.
Let's get across. Here's the set. Backside for Ofwegbu, just over the block, and now Martinsburg on the attack. It's Ray, and it's in. Point Martinsburg, just in front of the back line, and it's set point opportunity for the Bulldogs at 24-20. Now it looks like Spring Mills will use its second timeout. Step aside, take a 30-second break, then we'll be back with more West Virginia High School volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We welcome you back here inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Ellie Palmer from Martinsburg with the ball in hand, ready to serve for the set point opportunity at 24-20. It's a cross. Here's Mullen with the spike. It's blocked, and it's Martinsburg tying us up at one set apiece. They take set two, 25-20. Let's now step aside. We'll take a 1-minute break this time, and then we'll be back with set number 3 here tonight on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Hello, Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, your local Medicare insurance agency. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Medicare plans have changed drastically this year. We are here to help you with a no-charge review of your coverage. Don't get taken advantage of by a call center. Call us at 304-283-0864. Stay local with Bodwell Insurance Solutions.
We welcome you back here live on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as we now head into set number 3. And with that, it's brought to you by CMA Honda Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. Set number 3 also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. 25-20. Martinsburg takes the second set over Spring Mills to tie us up at one set apiece here in volleyball Class 4A North Regional Tournament. As both teams make their ways back out onto the floor. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. John Alderton's our on-site producer. Camera crew here tonight, Ethan Elliott and Colton Musgrove. Back at the studio, it's Kyler High. Officials getting back into their places as well. And we'll have this third set. Again, this is the first round of this 10-seeded double elimination tournament in the North region, in which 4 teams qualify for the state tournament out of the North, and 4 teams will qualify out of the South to make an 8-team bracket for the state tournament in Class 4A. Winner of this match will take on either Washington, Wheeling Park, or Hedgesville. Serves across, and we begin this third set. Palmer over the block, right to Schlosser. Now it's set up for Connor, just past the block, and Ray has to hit it across. It's Connor again, this time off block, and Ray with the dig. Oh. But everybody backing away from it. Got to take that first step in, kind of like baseball with those fly balls. If you take that first step back, it hurts you. First point goes to Spring Mills. Now another overpass and a free swing for Stevens. And there's no denying her when it comes to that. 2-0 Spring Mills.
So it wouldn't be the first time this year if we saw Martinsburg start out slow, figure some stuff out, and then eventually cruise to a win.
Here's Bajent with a free swing out of the middle. It's now 2-1.
But today, it's hard to tell if we're going to get that. Spring Mills looking pretty composed here in the playoff situation. Martinsburg was able to get to them at the end of set 2, though.
Connor blocked, and it goes right back to her off her hands. It's a point for Martinsburg. We're now knotted up at 2-all.
It seems like it's going to be hard through the rest of this match for either side to really pull away and easily win a set, no matter what.
Zittel serving it across. It's an overpass. Here's Bajent. It goes off the net. It slows it down just a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Point Bulldogs, who now lead at 3-2. Zittel to serve again. Well, I don't even need to describe that. You saw it. They tried.
They
A
tried.
for effort.
They tried.
It was legal until the second hit, I believe, too.
Seemed like it.
And there's an ace for Spring Mills.
Wow.
And the Cardinals now lead at 4-3.
Martinsburg back to looking a little out of sorts. Young team playing playoffs for the first time. For some of them, some of the big-time players.
Connor just off the net. Palmer ready for it. Here's Ray. And it's out. Point Spring Mills, who now leads at 5-3.
The passing has just not been really great for Martinsburg to set up these players at the net with good chances to get kills.
Rupenthal with the serve receive. Here's Zittel right at the net, and nobody can get there. And it was too close to it. It's 6-3 Spring Mills.
It's all a chain. If that first contact isn't good, you're not going to give Zittel great positioning for a set or that second pass, and that happens there.
It's another point for Spring Mills. They now lead at 7-3. Ray. Zittle. And it's a block by Stevens from Ray. Point Spring Mills. They now lead at 8-3.
And Martinsburg might need an early timeout in this set. They're
going to use it.
There it is right there.
Step aside, take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with more here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We're back here live in set number 3 of tonight's playoff matchup between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. 8-3 Spring Mills leading it here in this third set. Serves across. It's Bass. And it's a point for Martinsburg out of the timeout, making it 8-4.
You see, there you go. It can be that simple. Your first contact is good. Zittle, it makes it a lot easier on her to make a good pass on the set. And that's all you needed there.
Serves across, tough first contact, and now a down ball attack. That off block right to Schlosser. Spring Mills able to set it up a little bit, but still has to send a free ball. Passing just off right now for the Cardinals, but a block there. Keeps it on the Martinsburg side. And this time Ray over the block and out. Point Spring Mills. It's now 9-4.
You saw the improvements from the Bulldogs on that one. But yeah, great job by Spring Mills to respond with the defense. That block was big.
And the serve's just called in. Martinsburg can't believe it.
The official is right in my way of seeing where the ball landed. So I'd have to go back and look at our replay to see what that looked like.
It's 10-4.
John said that it's sort of the same deal on our broadcast view.
And that's in. Point Spring Mills. They're now up 11-4 here in this third set.
I think that was a tool off block. That's what it felt like, at least.
Never saw the signal.
Didn't get the signal though. That's
off
the only
point
thing.
or off contact. Out. And that time,
okay.
I
thought it was in.
This official over here in front of us said it's out. The one on the far side said she couldn't tell. And now all four will convene.
I thought from here it was in for sure.
And we'll see if they give us a call for a point or if they just replay the points. It's been all Spring Mills so far in this third set, as we're tied at 1 set apiece.
I didn't really have any doubts.
Officials going back to their places, waiting to see what the call is. And it's Martinsburg getting the point.
Okay.
And now the score reads 12-5 here in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse.
Man, really hard to tell in the replay. It was close.
We just get a card? We did.
Well,
looks like a coach behind the bench of Spring Mills has been red carded, and she has to leave now.
Wow.
She blows a kiss goodbye to the officials.
Slowing down on replay as much as I can. I think they got the call wrong. That was my thought with my eyes in real time as well. But as a coach, you gotta Gotta watch what you say.
Now the official going over to talk with Coach Junkin. And we'll resume.
They took the point off. I guess they just put it up for the wrong team.
So it's 11-5. We'll now make it 12-5.
Yeah.
As Spring Mills gets the point there, that fires up the Lady Cardinals at 12-5.
Cardinals didn't look affected by the layoff, that delay, or the call not going their way, at least to start out.
Now it'll be Bolden serving. It's a cross. Zittel with the setup. Far side, it's Bass off block. Running over for it. Hull, and now it's hit across. Martinsburg off block. Point Bulldogs, making it 12-6.
We've seen too many times in volleyball, JV or varsity, a team come back from down 6 or more. We've seen 10-point comebacks. We've seen 10 points in a row.
Serves across right to Connor. Now it's hit back and forth, and it's Connor sending it across the net. Ray with a spike. Ricochets off the net and comes across. And that off block, it's a point for Spring Mills as McKenna Mullen continues to tear through the Bulldogs here tonight. It's 13-6.
Yeah, she is in top form here so far. And all that to say that when it comes to the comebacks, Spring Mills has to stay with their foot on the gas pedal.
A dump across. Spring Mills ready for it. Now they send a dump. It's Teasley off block. Connor backing it up. Now it's Hull over the block right to McMillan. Rubenthal trying to set it up. Now from the back line, it's hit across. Connor with the kill. Point Spring Mills. It's 14-6.
Boy, I must have jinxed the idea of either side winning a set by comfortably, because Martinsburg has just never gotten off the ground in set number 3 here.
They're scrambling here. The free ball, not even close. It's out. It's 15-6. It's another timeout for Martinsburg. Here in set 3, it's all Spring Mills. Let's step aside, take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with more here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. A perfect mix of white and dark meat for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's local market. Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. It's perfect for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's local market.
We welcome you back here at a Martinsburg's timeout. 15-6, Martinsburg trailing Spring Mills here in this third set. We're tied at 1 set apiece as well in this playoff matchup. Serves across. McMillan hitting it over. Now it's Connor off block. Ray just getting that angled. It's a point for Martinsburg, making it 15-7.
She can't believe she just did that. I can't either.
Well, that was a great play, and now she'll go back to serve. Serves across. It's playable. It's Connor, and it's out. But they're saying it's off block.
It was. I saw that.
I thought so too, but I was looking at the near official who didn't see that, but the far official did. And it's 16-7 now. Here's Teasley with a finesse. Stevens is going to get called with a lift. Point Martinsburg. It's now 16-8.
It's not over yet, but Martinsburg has to really get on the comeback trail pretty quick.
Rubenthal with the serve. Here's Stevens over the block of Bajent, right to King. McMillan over the block attempt. Hole misjudging where the pass was going. It's a point for Martinsburg at 16-9 now.
She was just not expecting the back set at all and didn't make a run up to the net.
Rubenthal, serve off the tape, diving for it. Schlosser, an overpass now. It's a point for Martinsburg as Ellie Palmer gets the free swing, making it 16-10.
Those back sets are risky because you gotta trust that the person you're passing it to is gonna know that that's in your repertoire.
Abby Rubenthal serving it across. Here's Connor now, past the block. Palmer gets it. McMillan off block. Now it's hit back by Connor. Bolden back for Sasha Connor over the block right at King. Rubenthal for Palmer. And it's another kill for the freshman, making it 16-11 as Martinsburg trying to chip away at Spring Mills' lead here in the third set.
3 in a row. Far from over.
Rubenthal ready to serve again. It's a cross right to Mullen. Bolden setting up Stevens over the block and right into no man's land. Point Spring Mills, making it 17-11.
That was smart from Spring Mills. Just try to find a way to get it to Stevens because more often than not, she's eventually going to get you a point if you just keep going to her. It's not going to take long.
Malott to serve. Ray. King, Bajents, and it's in.
Really?
Point Martinsburg, 17-12. Really?
You saw the effect of Stevens on that one as Bajent had to push that one to the back line. I was expecting an out call.
Zittel serving it short. Mullins there. Here's the set for Connor. Off block and out. A tool for the Cardinals gives them the point. It's 18-12 now.
There's just more energy from the Spring Mills side, which is unusual because Martinsburg has felt like a team full of energy. And they still are showing a good bit of it here today.
Serve. Sent across. Here's Bass to the back line. Backpedaling's Connor. She gets it. And that off block. That's another point for Spring Mills as it's out. It's now 19-12.
The bounces just aren't going the Bulldogs' way in this set. And the Cardinals are playing really well. So there's really been very little room for the Bulldogs to make mistakes.
Bajent off the block as Stevens gets the kill, making it 19-13. Free ball. Ray with the kill. 19-14 now.
You can't give Martinsburg those free ball opportunities. The passing from Spring Mills set that up.
Mullen. Palmer keeping it in play. Now an overpass, off block, and a great job by Rubenthal. Now it's just sent across on the third hit. Here's Mullen, and she finds home that time. Point Spring Mills. It's now 20-14.
Well, it just feels like Mullen is in the right place at the right time. Those sets over to her have been really good ones, and she knows how to adjust to the ball in the air and find the opening in the defense on the other side.
Schlosser with the serve. Zittel. Bajents finessing it across. And that over the block. It's Ofwegbu with the point for Spring Mills, making it 21-14. Ray blocked. Point Spring Mills. Ofwegbu and Spurgeon with a great defensive effort, making it 22-14.
The Cardinals have just been in too much of a rhythm for Martinsburg to get back in this. They've cut down on the mistakes. In some places they've been better, but the Cardinals are playing too well.
That overhit. And that is a two-touch call against Bass, point Spring Mills, making it 23-14.
I think it could have gone either way, or a lift, and I think our judge up here called it a lift.
Serves in. Here's Ray over the block. Might have got a piece of it with Spring Mills. Here's Mullen, and she sends it long, making it 23-15.
She hasn't done that much tonight. Here's Knoll again. Almost another ace for her.
And it's a block instead for the point for Martinsburg, making it 23-16. Serves across. Is that an overhit? Looked close. It's hit over in two. Now it's Martinsburg. And that never was on the right side of the antenna. Looks like some miscommunication there. And that's a point for Spring Mills, making it 24-16. So the Cardinals now with a set point opportunity here in this third set, trying to go up 2-1.
I think Ray didn't realize until the last second that everybody on the court was expecting her to send the free ball. So it was a late adjustment.
Here's the serve. Widmeyer. Zittel back for Gracie Widmeyer. And she gets the kill coming right into the game.
Yeah. How about Gracie Widmeyer coming in for Ray? And we've seen her be, I would say, the best player on the JV team, who would get a little bit of action at varsity, but really not much. Looked impressive right there.
King with the serve across. Here's Mullen. Goes to Palmer. King dumping it in two. Spring Mills in scramble mode now a little bit. That goes off block. And it's a point for the Cardinals in the end. And they take set number 3, 25-17 over Martinsburg. And now Spring Mills, the 5th seed, leading the 4th seed, 2-1, trying to advance in the winner's bracket. Step aside, take a 1-minute break. On the other side of that 1-minute break, we'll be back with more West Virginia High School volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Sometimes our customers face
We welcome you back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, as we are now entering the 4th set, brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call 304-263-3361. Set 4 also brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team then at 304-262-4222 or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. Final from set 3, Spring Mills 25, Martinsburg 17. So it's Spring Mills with a 2-1 set advantage here in the best 3 of 5.
Spring Mills has just been the better team so far today. Less mistakes, playing with more energy, the best player on the court. And Martinsburg has the ability to be the better team. They've just seemed a little shaky. The mistakes have piled up. When they get down, it's been hard for them to get back up in the same set. Well, we'll see what set 4 has to offer them.
It was a big moment for Spring Mills, too, not letting the emotion boil over and take control of them after we saw an assistant coach ejected. So we'll see if Spring Mills is able to advance and win this one in 4, or if Martinsburg can force a winner-take-all 5th set here tonight. It will be Martinsburg serving. It's Katie Zittel back there and ready to do so. And her serves across, right at Connor. Watt with the set, back up for Connor, off block, and it's a point for Spring Mills to get the 4th set going.
So obviously it's not the end of the world to lose this match because it is double elimination, but it does really change your trajectory because the winner of this only has to win one match to go to states. And the next point, I'll go a little further into it.
Free ball sent across. Mullen with a very tough angle, and she gets the point. 2-0 Spring Mills.
The loser of this match will play the loser of Wheeling Park, Washington, and then from there has to win that one and 2 more to get in the states. Whereas if you win today, lose your next game, you only have to win 2 more, 1 more actually.
That block staying on the Martinsburg side. Now it's Bass right down the line. Mullen punching a free ball over. Bajent blocked by Stevens. That off block. And they can't hit it over in 3. Martinsburg gets its first point of set 4, making it 2-1.
So losing this match makes you go from being 1 win away from states to 3 wins away from states. It's a big time difference.
Ray hits it out. Point Spring Mills. Now 3-1. And it's short off the net. It's an ace for Spring Mills. 4-1 now as Mallory Schlosser just getting it off that piece of the net.
We do have 5 seniors for Martinsburg, but it's a pretty young group out on the floor right now.
Palmer, first contacts, not good enough. It's another ace for Spring Mills. It's now 5-1 Cardinals.
The energy is just gone from the Bulldogs. You're missing one of your seniors, one of your 5. 2 of your seniors kind of alternate on and off the floor because you finally get a serve that goes too far and out from Spring Mills. So you don't see a ton of Yaya Teasley and Dan Bajent playing at the same time. They were there just for a minute. But usually it's one or the other in the middle, and then it's Katie Zittel as the setter. It's a lot of young players having to do a lot of work here.
Spurgeon dumping it across, and Martinsburg wasn't ready for it. It's a point for Spring Mills. They now lead 6-2.
You know, Spring Mills only has 2 seniors. They do have a good bit of juniors, though. Spurgeon, Afuebu, Mullen, Malott, Strite.
And it's an ace. 7-2 Spring Mills now.
They've just looked more under control and composed in this one tonight.
It's a point for Martinsburg, as that one never actually went over. That makes it 7-3. King serving now. It's across. Here's Sasha Connor through the block. Now it's Martinsburg. Gray off block right to Schlosser. Bolden for Sasha Connor, blocked. Mullen meeting at the net between Spurgeon and McMillan. It's kept alive, and now from the back line, it's hit out by Connor. Point Martinsburg, making it 7-4.
I was impressed by Spring Mills being able to keep that one alive for as long as they did, especially without going into the net.
Mullen off block. Rubenthal can't get there. Point Spring Mills, it's 8-4. What a night for McKenna Mullen.
She's great. She's awesome. Anytime they go to her on that left side, it feels like she has an incredible hitting percentage. And Martinsburg has been put through the ringer, having nightmares about her tonight.
And a serve receive, poor again by Martinsburg. It's an ace for Spring Mills, making it 9-4. Communication error gives the point to Spring Mills with an ace. It's 10-4.
There's almost like a hesitancy from Martinsburg. Like that one should have been Rupenthal all the way. I'm not really sure what happened. I think you start to get into your own head once you start struggling here and get down and start to be losing this game, feeling it slip away.
Teasley again. She gets it this time, making it 10-5.
Almost felt like a look of relief from Teasley getting that point.
Here's Ray serving now. Mullen with a great serve receive. Here's Connor to the back line of Martinsburg. Palmer, tough angle. And it's out. Point Spring Mills. 11-5's now the score.
Very late decision from Mullen to let that one go. I don't think she was going to get a good hit on it regardless. Ended up being the right decision.
Spurgeon with the serve. Ray. King for Teasley. Off block. Point Martinsburg. That makes it 11-6. Teasley checks out. Bajent checks in. Overhit. Palmer's there. Point Martinsburg. Just like that, it's 11-7.
Still very much within reach. Only down by 4, and if you win this set, it's just one more to 15 for all the marbles.
Rubenthal sends it short. 12-7. Substitutions for Spring Mills. It's Malott serving. And her serve short. That gives the point right back to Martinsburg, making it 12-8. And here comes Zittel and Bass now checking in. McMillan and King will take a seat on the bench.
Feels like the Bulldogs just need to get that ball rolling to be able to get back. They need a 3-point streak, something like that.
Near overpass. Instead, it's a free ball now. Martinsburg trying to capitalize. It's Palmer off the net, and a great job by Malott keeping that alive with her second effort. Basket there. She just chops it over. And Spring Mills wasn't ready for that type of ball coming across. It's now 12-9. Zittel puts it right at Mullen. Here's the set for Connor. He hits it across softly. It's Palmer now off block right at Connor. Stevens now setting up Connor again off block. And just over the fingertips of Zittel. Point Spring Mills, making it 13-9. Sasha Connor going back to serve. Her serve, right down the lane. Here's Bajent. She's blocked. Palmer keeping it alive, and now a free ball is way out by Rupenthal. 14-9 Spring Mills now. Serve, Ray. Palmer, now Ray with a free ball. Stevens over the block. Martinsburg ready. And that one's out, though, from Palmer, making it 15-9.
Very good decision by Slosser to let it go.
Spring Mills pulling away here in this fourth set.
And Martinsburg has chipped away, but then Spring Mills is just able to get themselves 1 or 2 points back to open it up again.
And that time it's out.
Uh,
16-9 now.
Little things like that just haven't gone Martinsburg's way.
Martinsburg going to use a timeout here in the fourth set. Step aside, take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with more here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back here. 16-9, Spring Mills leading Martinsburg here in this fourth set. The Spring Mills also leading it 2-1 here tonight as we begin the postseason. Serves across. Rubenthal with an overpass, and Ofuegbu makes them pay. It's 17-9 Spring Mills.
Absolutely the best we've seen Spring Mills look in any game, any match that we've seen of theirs so far this year.
And that one never went across. It's another point for Spring Mills as they now lead at 18-9 here in the field house, doubling up Martinsburg in this fourth set. That off the net. And Zittel gets called with a lift. Point Spring Mills making it 19-9. The wheels have completely fallen off the wagon for Martinsburg.
So if this result holds, Monday, we will have 2 matches Monday. It would be loser of this one, to Martinsburg, it stands like this. And it's the loser of Wheeling Park, Washington. And the winner of that,
as Martinsburg gets a point, making it 19-10.
the loser of Hedgesville versus the winner of that 8-9 matchup. So let's say Hedgesville moves on. Basically, you would get Martinsburg versus either Wheeling Park or Washington, and the winner of that playing the other of Wheeling Park, Washington.
Palmer hits it across. Now a free ball sent over. Trey blocked. Tough one by Bass, but she's able to get it. That makes it 19-11. Martinsburg able to find something within themselves here and fight back. Serves across. Short. Connor, though, has it. Now Stevens sends a free ball. Bajent calling for it and gets it and gets the kill. 19-12.
You can see when Martinsburg gets the passing online. They look really good.
Serve short. That makes it 20-12.
There's too many mistakes tonight.
Ray just gets that spike in for the kill. It's 20-13.
Sasha Connor had a reaction to that, like, oh, I knew it. I knew it was in. Should have went for it. But another one of those hits from a down ball hit to that back line like that to fit it in and not be out is, you don't see that often.
Serves across. Here's Mullen. Palmer, though, with the dig. Now it's Ray. Off block. Mullen keeping it alive. Now Connor from the back line. Over and across. They feed Ray again. Connor with the dig. Now it's Mullen with the attack. And it's a dig by Palmer again. Ray for a third time. It's not a charm.
Cardinals are there every time.
Mullen. Zittel trying to dump it in two, trying to see if they can catch him off guard. Now it's Mullen, Palmer, Teasley off the net. Ray somehow gets it, an overswing. Mullen recognizes it, capitalizes, and gets the point for Spring Mills. It's now 21-13.
Superstar performance from Mullen.
Spring Mills 4 points away from advancing on the winner's side of the Northern Regional. Teasley gets the kill for Martinsburg, making it 21-14. Let's see if that's the spark the Bulldogs need. Or if it's too little, too late.
They've made a lot of plays that feel like they could be a spark, and then Spring Mills comes back and matches it.
Serves across. Mullen, tough angle, just over the block, and it's hit across in one as King just punching it over. That off block, and it's a kill for Marley Hull, making it 22-14.
It's not often they've gone to that right side for them. Worked out that time. Great kill for Mullen. I'm just used to saying Mullen at this point. Hull.
Well, Mullen's now serving. It's across. Teasley. I don't think that ever came across, but we play on. And Spring Mills.
That's what Spring Mills thought.
Kind of stopped.
Yep.
And Martinsburg kept going, and they get the point, making it 22-15.
I think Spring Mills has a gripe there. I didn't think it went over either.
Maybe they thought it was touched. I don't know. Here's Ray. Serve to Schlosser. Now the set. It's Connor off block. Rupenthal. King back for Palmer, and it's across to Schlosser. It's set again by Bolden. Now Mullen off the hands of Ray. Point Spring Mills. 23-15 now, the Cardinals in control in this fourth set. trying to wrap up the night.
The replay on that point does seem to suggest that ball didn't go over, by the way, confirming what we were thinking.
Olivia Spurgeon now serving. Short, diving for it, Rubenthal. Here's Teasley off block, right to Mullen. Mullen to Ray. King, putting it in the middle. Palmer gets it and capitalizes. It's now 23-16.
Got to be perfect from here, Martinsburg, if you're going to get back in this, but Spring Mills hasn't given them much chance.
Rubenthal across. Hull over the block, and it's a point for Spring Mills, making it 24-16.
Exactly like that. There's not much you can do with that. That's just a perfect hit from Hull.
It's now match point opportunity for the Cardinals. Abby Malott comes in. Serve to Ray. King. McMillan over the block. Connor. Right at Rubenthal. So we keep going. Here's the dump across. Spring Mills. Gives it to Fuegbu, and it's over. First time this season, Spring Mills defeats Martinsburg, and it's when it matters most in the postseason. They take it 3-1 to advance in the winner's bracket, and Martinsburg will head to the loser's bracket with elimination possibly coming in the near future, depending on how things go. Both teams will have to wait and see who they play on November 3rd. But let's now step aside and let's take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with our quick post-game wrap-up here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 1 minute.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-Point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Ardenelville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
We welcome you back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Post-game coverage brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. Post-game show also brought to you by the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. 3-1 in favor of number 5 Spring Mills over number 4 Martinsburg. Here tonight, Spring Mills takes the first set 25-23. Martinsburg took set 2 25-20. And Spring Mills took set 3 25-17. And set 4 25-16 to advance on the winner side of this regional tournament in the north of Class 4A. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. On-site producer John Alderton, camera crew tonight Colton Musgrove and Ethan Elliott. Back at the studio, Kyler High. Dylan, as I said, first time this season Spring Mills gets the best of Martinsburg, and it was exactly when it mattered most.
Yeah, in the regular season, Martinsburg won 3 games to 1 or 3 sets to 1 in the regular season opener, and then they came here to Martinsburg in the middle of September, only about a month ago, and Martinsburg swept the Cardinals. And today, you can't say for sure, but it felt like the team full of younger, less experienced players, despite the 4 seniors that were out there for Martinsburg compared to only 2 for Spring Mills. It felt like a younger team that let the moment maybe get to them a little bit. They seemed a little frazzled. Maybe the week of not playing threw them off a little bit. It just felt like, in terms of being ready and in the right headspace for playoffs and playing your best, making less mistakes, and being on your game, on your A game, it just felt like Spring Mills did that a lot better tonight. Because, I mean, just going off of that regular season, you would think Martinsburg was the better team this year. On their best day, Martinsburg is the better team. That's not what we saw here tonight.
So Spring Mills advances. We're going to go ahead and assume that they'll take on Hedgesville, the 1 seed in the region, the number 1 team in the state, the defending state champions as well. So if that's the case, they will do battle Monday, November 3rd, and the winner of that will qualify for states. Martinsburg drops to the losers bracket. They will host not 1, but 2 matches Monday, November 3rd, as they will take on the loser of Wheeling Park and Washington, and then the winner of that matchup here at Martinsburg on November 3rd will advance over and continue the season. Whoever loses as its season come to an end, and will take on the loser of Hedgesville and whoever the winner of Wheeling Park, Washington is. So we'll figure all that out. Tune into the Sports Mix tomorrow. I'll have an update for you on that. We'll talk about it Monday as well and let you know where we will be on Monday, too, for our continued coverage of this regional tournament here in Class 4A in the North. But for Kyle High, back at the studio, our camera crew tonight, Colton Musgrove, Ethan Elliott, on-site producer John Alderton, alongside me, Dylan Bishop. I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off. Spring Mills defeats Martinsburg 3-1 here tonight. This has been West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a great rest of your night. That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage has been brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metz-Zurich Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.